Hello everybody, this is Mixer Dark, and I'm making a video because I just realized the Season 1 patch notes for Call of Duty Mobile 2022 have been released. So here are some ideas for what could be nerfed and buffed next season. And starting off, we're going to go with nerfs. The Type 25 MW11, also known as the 1911, the K9, M13, the AS files, specifically the 200mm barrel, QQ9, Riot Tech with both thermite and explosive rounds. Now the reason why these weapons should be nerfed, and I'll even explain which nerfs they should receive. The Type 25 got a massive buff, which gave it a plus 10 fire rate, including extremely high damage buff. It would have been fine if it just got a fire rate buff, or even just a damage buffs without the fire rate buff. But due to this thing getting both of them, it basically made it the meta and something extremely broken when you equip stomping power. The 1911, I have many reasons. This thing can deal 40 damage to the chest, basically revolver damage. And this is supposed to be a common handgun. It should be dealing 30 at least, not 40 damage. That's the only problem I have with it. Now, the M13. This thing, it got a slight buff that made it easier to control recoil. And I think it could actually just use a damage nerf. Just make it a 6 tap instead of a 5 tap due to this type of fire rate. That's really it I have against the M13. The buff for recoil was needed, because even with a good build, hold on, I'm pausing, I'll show you the build I had originally. Alright, this type of build, it should be easy to sustain recoil, especially with, I know the horizontal doesn't seem like much, but it is with some guns. And this gun, for the fire rate and basically how this is the ICR, it's a bit weird. And now the 200mm barrel. My only problem with this is that it gives a secret damage bonus that allows a guaranteed 3 tap if one bullet lands in the head. And due to getting a bullet speed, you're actually getting a faster time to kill along with bonus damage, which originally went from 27 to 30, when this thing's supposed to be dealing 25 damage. Boy, that's a bit disappointing. Alright, up next is the QQ9. The QQ9 is I'm not sure if there's any others, but through testing, is the only thing with this type of fire rate, and it's a 4 tap kill with basically assault rifle damage. Most of your SMGs are 5 taps, except for the burst that are 4 tap to 5, due to the fact that for some reason burst weapons just deal high damage. And Call of Duty has a thing, the GKS gets a pass due to its low fire rate, but every other SMG takes at least 5+. But for some odd reason, the QQ9 is the only one that deals 25 to 26 damage, guaranteeing a 4 tap. And I still use it. Again, it's not meta, but it just feels really nice to use. I have no idea why. And then everyone should know the problem with the thermite and explosive, being able to 1 tap across any part of the map. That's just not right in any way. And now to the weapons I think deserve a buff. honestly, M16, the Chicken, and the Pharaoh all deserve a small buff. The M16 can't even one-shot it with one burst. It takes a burst and one extra bullet. While the Swordfish, the better counterpart, as people say it, is this is a 4-round burst, so you're going to guarantee a kill anyways. And then I honestly think the S36 deserves a buff. Every other LMG has gotten a reasonable buff, or is just outright broken. Like the Holger, or the holster, or however you pronounce it. That thing should be on the list, but all the other assault rifles, or everything else I said that deserves a nerf, is more important, because I don't see people using the holster, Holger, anymore. And now this brings us to the final gun I think deserves to be buffed. And this is just a really simple buff. Give it airtime. The Outlaw is the only gun that has literally 0.5 airtime. Every other rifle has a default of, I think it's like 2 seconds. Well, the Outlaw has 0.5. I forgot to turn off that. Whatever, mistakes stay in the video. I'm not that much of an editor. And I'm not starting over. This already took me like an hour to plan. But yeah, no, that's it for what I think deserves to be buffed and what needs to be nerfed. Oh. I'm not sure if I said this, but K9 needs to be nerfed. I'm not sure if I said that already. But that's really it. This is weird, speaking for a video. But I'm only recording today because I wanted to say something. And I want to inform y'all that I am looking for something new to record. Music. I haven't been that lucky, but I do have an idea of something that might be useful for the Chromebook that I use to create music. Especially since Soundtrap might be fixed, so I'm going to check that out as well. All I know is you guys will know when I release a new set of music, because you should be updated whenever I post it. So this has been a fun little journey. This is Mixer Dark, signing off.